welcome to the Hay Boss shop. Today we're going to show you how to assemble a hay handler. So the Hay Boss hay handler, this is what it looks like, and what it's used for is carrying small square bales from the stack or wherever into the stall to load your pen pal. So to load the Hay Boss pen pal. So use the cart if you want to load the pen pal, and it just makes it nice and easy. So you just throw the bale on top here and then roll it right in front of the pen pal, open your pen pal door and flip your bale up, and we'll show you how to do that in another video. But today we're going to show you how to assemble one of these. So when you buy your hay handler, it's going to come in a box like this. So first you pull out all your parts. Notice you have this is your handle piece here. There's going to be a left hand and a right hand. The bend will be different. So you're going to need, this one will be on the right side, just because of the curve, and the other one will be on the left side. So I'll make a little bit of room. So you notice this one is curved the other way, so it's the left side. Then you got your two other frames. These two will be a left and a right. And that just depends on this flat bar. It's going to go on the inside of the cart, so it'll look like that when we assemble it instead of like that. So keep the flat bars together facing each other inside. Then you got your two wheels. You got one little brace, and then you got your axle. So you got your axle with two little pieces of spacers here. So what we're going to do is first I'll tell you what tools you're going to need. So you're going to need a 15/16 wrench, or two of them, or two adjustable wrenches. And that's for this axle bolt. They're 15/16. You're going to need one for each side. Then you're going to need two 9/16 wrenches. And that should be all you need. I always carry a hammer every time I'm assembling something. You might not need it, but it could be your best friend. So let's get to her. First we'll take these bolts off the axle. They are lock nuts. So they will just be on there just a little bit, just so they don't fall out for shipping. Pull off your spacers. Okay, so now leave one nut on. Make sure the nut is flush with the end of the rod here, the threaded rod. So if the outside's flush, now you can grab your first tire. Notice these will have to be inflated after. They don't come inflated. So we are going to inflate these to maximum 30 pounds. All right, 30 psi. So install your axle through. I like to leave my air fitting to fill the tire on the inside of the cart, but you can do whatever you want. So first you pull this axle rod. I'm just going to call this the axle rod. You pull it all the way through. Then you'll put this 1-inch spacer on the axle rod. Okay? Now you're ready for your frame. So I'm going to put the frame with the flat bar. Okay, so the flat bar is going to be on the inside. So you put that, make sure that you got the right one. It's going to be the left one. Then you put this pipe over the axle. That's just a spacer to space these apart. And now you'll put the other frame on. So you notice how the flat bar and the flat bar are both on the inside of this 1x1 here. Okay, now you just put your last 1-inch spacer. Then you're going to grab your tire. Again, I'm going to make sure that the air fitting is on the inside of the cart. Same as the other one. Okay, now you have your lock nut, and you'll just install that. Okay, now you can snug those up, snug those nuts up. You don't want to go too tight, otherwise your wheels will have a hard time turning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten them right up, and then I'm going to back them off, you know, half a turn. And that'll make sure that I got enough play so that it spins freely. And you can just check that by tipping it up. And if it's a little too snug for your liking, you could always loosen them a little bit. Okay, so now that we got that, we're going to install this little cross member here that goes so you'll notice in your package, when you dump your bolts out, you're going to have two threaded bolts. They're 3/8 carriage bolts, but they're sharpened a little bit at the point. And you can see on this one, I don't know if you can see that, but this is where they go. And what that does is when you throw your square bale on top of there, it just holds it in place and doesn't allow it to slip off when you're carrying it to the pen. Okay, so that's what those do. So we're going to install those from the bottom. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom, and you can see there's square holes in this one, and that's to accept the carriage bolt, the square on the carriage bolt. So we're going to go from the bottom, and we're going to put that on like that. Actually, I messed up. It goes on the lower hole. Okay, so you see that? Now you'll just take these two nuts. They're like the skinny jam nuts. They're not lock nuts. And you will just tighten them all the way on. Okay, and then you will take your other two bolts, your two 3/8 bolts here, they are about 2 inches long, and you will put those in. You'll put them in this way so that the nut is on the back side, underneath side, and then you won't see that nut. Okay, so we'll tighten those up. Okay, so now this is what your cart looks like. Again, you remember I said you got your right and you got your left. So when you install them, the bends are a little bit different. This is going to be your right one, that'll be your left one. So I'm going to do my right one first. They're simple, these two holes just get bolted on to these two holes. And you'll notice you have two different lengths of bolts. Some might have two different lengths of bolts. Okay, so you make sure you got the longer bolt going through the hole with the flat bar. Put your nuts on. And then do the same to this side. Tighten up your bolts and voila! You got the Hey Boss hay handler ready to go. That was quick and easy. Now, so the hay handler you could easily haul one bale. You could haul 2 bales if you wanted to. You could even haul 4. Like it could carry a couple 100 pounds if need be. Double check all my bolts. Fill my tires up to 30 psi. and we're done. Thanks for watching, and in our next video we'll show you how to load a pen pal, a Hay Boss pen pal, with the hay handler. Alright, see you soon. Take care.